We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Prescott looks to throw right away. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
He's got it. And he's brought down. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle?
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jose Borregales for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and long for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the 36, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, 46 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. There's a nice move, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Gonna run again here with Pollard, and he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Come on, set. Right. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tab.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On third down, it's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Play action now, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Prescott from the gun. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On play action, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. 20, 5, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Set.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Red, yellow, sharp, 17. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hustle, hustle.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Down. Ready?
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Washington, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.